How can a country rise from ashes and rebuild itself? How can a nation that lost everything become one of the greatest economies in modern history? And how can defeat turn into the beginning of a miracle? We, the people of Japan, were more than just a nation destroyed after World War II. We were a wounded spirit searching for meaning, for hope, for a way to rebuild. In 1945, when the bombs fell and our cities burned, no one believed we would ever rise again. Tokyo, Hiroshima, Nagasaki all turned to ruins. Factories gone. Farms destroyed. Millions homeless. The economy? Almost nothing left. But one thing still survived. Our will. We believed we could rebuild. But the question was, how? After the war, Japan came under the control of the Allied forces, led by General Douglas MacArthur. He introduced a new constitution, separating the emperor from politics, disbanding the army, and focusing the nation on education and economic growth. For us, that meant one thing. Instead of weapons, we would use our minds and our hands. That's when we realized knowledge, teamwork, and precision were our new weapons. In the 1950s, the rebuilding began. With the Dodge Plan, inflation was controlled, and our industries slowly returned to life. But we didn't just want to rebuild the past. We wanted to create the future. And that future had to be smarter, cleaner, and more creative than anything before. That's when the spirit of Kaizen was born. Kaizen means continuous improvement, to be better today than yesterday. From small workshops to giant companies, everyone embraced it. Nothing should be just good. It had to be perfect. We learned that quality means respect for the customer, for the craft, and for ourselves. By the 1960s, this mindset became our national culture. Students learned that teamwork means everyone wins together. Workers bowed before entering their factories, not out of fear, but out of respect. This culture changed Japan from within. At the same time, the government created the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, MITI, to guide our growth. They decided which industries to develop, where to invest, and how to compete with the world. We no longer built armies. We built technology, and that decision changed our destiny. In the 1960s, Sony created the first portable transistor radio. Toyota built cars that were cheaper, stronger, and longer lasting. In 1964, the Shinkansen, the bullet train, began running at 210 kilometers per hour. That same year, Tokyo hosted the Olympics, showing the world a new image of Japan: modern, efficient, and full of energy. We had turned from ashes into an exhibition of innovation. But behind the spotlight, millions of workers labored silently. Days were long, nights were endless, but filled with hope. Every product that left the factory carried a piece of our pride. By the 1970s, Japan had become the second largest economy in the world. The average income multiplied. Our exports evolved from toys and bicycles to cars, televisions, and advanced technology. We learned how to work with the world, without losing who we were. Discipline, commitment, silence. They became the universal language of our success. Yet, not everything was bright. There was a price for progress. Generations of workers gave their lives to their jobs. A new word entered our dictionary, karoshi, meaning death from overwork. Even that pain became part of our story. We were learning that progress means nothing without balance. In the 1980s, Japan reached its peak. Sony, Nintendo, Panasonic, Honda, our names were everywhere. Over 10% of the world's exports came from Japan. But every rise has its fall. In the 1990s, the economic bubble burst. Land and stock prices collapsed, banks went bankrupt, and we entered what became known as the lost decade. But even in crisis, we didn't give up. We returned to Kaizen, our timeless belief that every failure is a chance to rebuild. In the following decades, our focus shifted to digital technology, robotics, and hybrid vehicles. Companies like Toyota and Sony evolved again. From hybrid cars to digital cameras and gaming consoles. We realized true power isn't just in money. It's in innovation and culture. Today, Japan might not roar as loudly as in the 1980s, but it remains one of the most balanced, disciplined, and human economies in the world. When we look back, we remember. We started from ashes. We continued with hope. And with creativity, respect, and persistence, we rebuilt ourselves. Maybe the secret of Japan's power is one word: resilience. We learned that failure isn't the enemy. Failure is the teacher. Now, the real question is, in a world once again full of crisis and uncertainty, can we still hold on to that same spirit we had after the war? Can we still rise from defeat once again? Maybe the answer lies in the next generation.